Hello viewers, and welcome to S.T.A.L.K.E.R Clear Sky. We're going to start a new game, and it's going to be on Stalker difficulty, the normal difficulty. Now, as I've said before, I don't know as much of this game as I do of Shadow Chernobyl, but I'll do my best to show you everything I can.
In actual fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly. Although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
Let me know. You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling? Do you remember what happened to you? In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves Clear Sky, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission. Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs, but our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing, so let's continue this conversation later.
We're going to leave, and then we... should be getting control. There we go. Once he steps forward. So, now that we have control, we can look around. There's not a lot of stuff for us to pick up right in this room. Actually, I don't think there's anything to pick up in this room. Possibly nothing much all around, unlike the first starting area of Shadow Chernobyl. This is your beginner village from... So in Shadow of Chernobyl, we had a small, old villagey thing. This looks more like a farm house, I think. There's a few areas we can wander around and look at. Other areas where we can get tires, such as walking. What's that? So, first things first. The screen has changed slightly. Now in our bottom right-hand corner, we have a, I believe that's a Geiger counter and light detector underneath it. You have your armor and health monitors. Along the side, you have little monitors that will light up as you are nearing certain things. I believe the top one is if something can see you. The next one, I believe, is poison gas. I'm not sure. I think it's for the gaseous anomalies. Thermal and radioactive. I believe that's what those are for. As I said, I haven't spent as much time in Clear Sky as I have in Shadow of Chernobyl. In the top right, in the top left corner, sorry, you will see our map, which now marker indicators are blue and red. And there are, I believe, each of the blue rings is a specific person to talk to. You have yellow dots, and some of those dots have little rings around them. Those are people that will give you quests, such as, go collect this, go find this thingy, stuff like that. So, we shall go along and do what we can. He doesn't want to talk to us either. If there's anything we can take, because that's the rule in S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Take anything you can. Yeah. Alrighty. So,
Something on your mind, man?
now to go talk to people. We have this guy here. Look, it's Nimble. The guy we saved in the first game. And we have the scientist man over here. Let's see if there's anything to grab. No.
I'm glad to see you, young man. You look considerably better. People are mistaken in their belief that they understand the essence of what the zone truly is. Some consider it to be a universal evil, others a wonder sent down to humanity, and others still consider it no more than a source of riches. They are all wrong. The zone is impossible to understand when viewed through the prism of human perception. Moreover, it is far too early for humans to even try. Ergo, the actions of both the government and stalkers with respect to the zone are misguided, and I fear that the potential consequences may be, or indeed are, completely unpredictable. Naturally, this represents a terrible danger. Young man, if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions, let's call them misguided human actions, and we are unable to return to the status quo. The zone cannot be destroyed, nor will it disappear of its own accord. We, Clear Sky, believe that there is only one way to reconcile man with the zone: coexistence. How can I best explain? let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone was stable and there were no significant deviations from the norm. And now we've seen a gigantic emission that has changed the face of the zone. The system became unstable, distorted, a glitch of sorts. The zone is spewing out emission after emission and pumping itself full of energy with each one, so much so that the readings on my sensors oscillate with unbelievable speed. And unless we find a way of reversing this trend, the result will be a disaster of far greater proportions than the 1986 catastrophe. The most important lesson in all this is that this glitch is not a product of natural causes. This is human handiwork. And that's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance to prevent a disaster. Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be the only one able to set it right. In any event, I very much hope that is the case. I fear that question is not one I can answer. I suggest you address it to Lebedev. If that is all, I better get back to my work.
Alrighty, so we have his story of why the zone is the way it is. Now, if we talk to this guy right over here, then that will immediately go into talking to Lebedev. And we don't particularly want that just
Бармен, значит,
we're going to
начинает.
continue exploring and getting information from the other people around. So we have the usual asking questions of random people. We can ask, what's new in the zone? What are you doing here? Tell me about this place. We can also ask, how can I help? Now, if you remember on the map, this was one of the guys that had a little ring around him. So he is a quest giver. We can ask, what's new in the zone? More and more missions are happening. I've never seen anything like this. The zone is shaking up, changing everything around us. Familiar pathways are being drowned in deathly anomalies, and new, formerly closed territories are opening up. The swamps are also becoming more accessible. I bet all the factions will soon start a ruckus over these lands. What are you doing here? I'm getting ready for my next assignment. There are too many bad people at the swamps nowadays. Everyone thinks might makes right. They forget that for every force, there's an even stronger opposing force. Then we can ask him to tell me about this place. This place isn't anything like the zone. It's got a lot more It's got a lot of monsters, sure, but very few anomalies. Other than that, it's a perfectly normal swamp, just like any other. We can ask, any news? News, you say? Well, we're working our butts off over here. Hopefully we'll soon be able to walk the zone like normal people and not freak out from anomalies at every step. Then we ask, how can I help? I need something. He would like us to return PMM and deliver items 9x18mm rounds times 3. He means 3 boxes. So we will take deliver items. It'll be the easiest one to get done in the first place.
Слава богу, не с
As
каменными
we go around,
топорами
we can
бегает.
pick up others.
Если что, за себя.
А я так считаю. Жаловаться на судьбу это никуда не
Must be
годится.
the next one.
Я тут
This guy.
появился, значит, в зоне черный сталкер. К лагерю ночью повалялся приходить, и там сует руку в палатку и говорит:
Все ж грех нам на жизнь жаловаться. Слава богу, не с
если не дашь
каменными
хлебнуть из
топорами
бляшки или
бегает.
наружу полезть,
Если что, за
пришибет.
себя
Now, these are
постоянно.
these people who
Смотрю,
can...
решил
This
пошутить.
guy wants something.
Вылез тихо из палатки, надел кожаную перчатку и полез к
Ah, we can
соседу.
take both quests from...
Полез, значит,
each
и
person.
попрошай. А поновее ничего нет.
All the missions we can. Fail most
Замечтался, а
of
врага не
them.
заметил, и как покатится под откос. А внизу мясорубка. Ну, сталкер думает, все, прощай, мама. И тут его кто-то цоп, смотрит, это зомби его схватил и тянет теперь куда-то. Сталкер его и спрашивает: зомби, это... Спасибо, что от мясорубки спас. А куда ты меня тащишь? А зомби ему: контролер связи. Вот такое знает кто?
And so I must have taken the quest.
Класс!
complete their quests. Good.
Ну, не знаю.
Up here we have the gear repair guide.
Need
Something we
something
had
upgraded or
very
repaired?
much hoped for in the
We got
last
enough duct tape to patch the whole zone up if need be. Heck, buddy, you look like that. You need to get some fresh air or something. On that note, we got an open air bar around
Я
here.
так считаю. Жаловаться
You get anything else to fix? Come to me for help.
дело свое делать надо.
Heck,
So,
buddy,
if you
you
notice
look
in the
like
bottom
that.
when talking to him,
You
there was
need
an
to
upgrade
remember,
option.
to be a good
You can
shooter,
actually
get your gun talking
choose
right
gun or
front.
armor and get. Right now, I don't think we can do it. Partially, not enough money, and later you need specific items that will tell you what you can and can't do. You need, I believe it's little USB drives that you can either find or get through doing all the little quests for these people. This is a small barracksy-like area. And again, as I said, there's not anything really to pick up around this area.
Попал как-то раз сталкер на экскурсию. Ему что, показывать?
No, there's not one of these.
Что за всем...
You don't want to. So here's the merchant.
You're with us again?
Buy
Glad to
stuff
see
from.
you. Holy cow, you're as pale as a vampire. Drop in next time you're in our neck of the woods.
That. Also, side
with us
thing
again?
to note is
Holy
that
cow, you're
in
a
the
spit.
trade
Good luck to
menu,
you.
the trader is now on the left side, and you are on the right side, whereas before it was the opposite way. We'll go and stand next to the open air bar. So this episode has been a little long. It's not comparably to some, but it's been a little long. So I will stop here, and in the next video, we will talk with him and get going on the missions. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like, maybe subscribe. There'll be more in the future. And I hope you have a great